Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you guys are doing great. So in my today's video, I'm going to discuss with you about a company called Zaggle Prepaid Services Limited. In this, we're going to discuss about their recent result and the important points from the con call summary, and I'm going to give my honest view on the business model, what is my view and how do I understand it, right? So before we get into that, I'll just tell you in brief what the company does, right? So over here, it's actually, if you look at it, it's like they provide software as a services where they help the companies to manage their overall expenditures. It's like a digital platform for their corporate spend management, right? And the best part is, right, the platform that they give, it integrates seamlessly with payment networks, whether it is banks, ERPs, HRM or CRM platform. It integrates seamlessly, and it helps them to automate their tracking expenses, does the reconciliation, and configures the whole workflow of everything should work. So that is there. And they have various products under that, right, where they provide the services. They have called as Zaggle Save, which is normally used for employee reimbursement and tax saving. Then they have Zaggle Zoyer, which is for end-to-end, accounts payable automation. Then they have the Zaggle Propel, which is one of their main revenue contributor. This is for channel partner rewards and recognition. So, multiple products that they have. And if you look at them, right, they are number one spend management company in India, and they're the number one prepaid card issuer in India. As of now, if you look at it, they have issued 50 million prepaid cards in partnership with almost 19 banks. So that is their business model. And what do they do? If we look at their recent result, right, so the revenue grew quite well by almost 50% to 617 crores, and PAT was up by around 30% to 40 crores. If you look at the whole year revenue, it increased by almost 46% to 1,907 crores, and PAT was up by almost 51% to 138 crores. So overall, if you look at it, the growth was quite decent. And if you look for the whole year, they even got slight operating leverage also. So if you look at what they have done, right, in terms of FY26, so they did some acquisitions in order to grow their business. The first acquisition that they did was Greenedge Enterprises, which this company has partnership with banks, which works on gold privilege programs in order to grow their business. Then the second thing that the company has acquired is a company called Rio.Money. Now they have rebranded as Zagg.money. So this is nothing but a credit card which they are going to sell. So these are the acquisitions that they have done. And obviously, I think they have done one more acquisition related to a company called Dice, which has, mainly related to AI, which will help them to, overall integrate AI in their system and automate their systems and everything. So that's another acquisition that they have done. And in terms of growth, if you look at it, right, so what I could understand from the con call is, right, so what the company is trying to do is, right, they're trying to focus on adding new clients within the banking sector. At the same time, they want to cross-sell to existing customers. So if you look at their overall business, so they're actually quite huge and they have a lot of customers. So the only option for them, one option for them is obviously to go and get new customers, which they're definitely focusing on. But at the same time, the opportunity comes from cross-selling to their existing customers, because over there, right, the customer acquisition cost is not there. So that's what they are concentrating on. And the other thing which they said, right, the use of AI. So they said they are going to use use AI for their product, product delivery and feature. And they expect that the overall time to do this product delivery and anything, a feature launch will reduce by almost 50%. And the other thing what they're trying to do is, right, they're moving from manual development to AI accelerated lifecycle. So whatever developments of software they used to do via the humans, they are planning to change it, use AI in order to do that. If you look from the expansion from international perspective, so they are planning to expand their business in UAE, and they said majority of the growth will come from there. And their US operations, right, will start by end of FY27 instead of June 2026. The main reason that the company said is, right, because of all the issues which are going on, they want to wait and see how things go. So that's the reason why they postponed it to end of FY27. And if you look in terms of guidance, the management was very clear. First thing, so their priority is sorry, to improve their operating cash flow first. Then they will concentrate on revenue growth and then on margin expansion. That is their most important target for this coming year. And in terms of growth, if you see, they said on standalone numbers they will grow by around 25 to 30%, and at consolidated level they'll grow by 40%. If they're able to grow at such a high base, I feel they are doing quite well. Uh, but in terms of the overall business model and everything, right? Personally, for me, it is quite difficult to for me it was quite difficult to understand because I think there are a lot of how to say moving parts in the business. But obviously, if anyone who understands the business model quite well, I would encourage you guys to study this company, to know it well and see what they're doing. Because if they're able to grow next year at 40%, and let's see how they grow well, and if they're able to increase their margins, I think it could be a decent growth company. So that is one thing from my side. And personally, I like to invest in companies where, how to say, the business model is quite, for me, I need to understand the business model. If I don't understand the business model, I most probably do not go further with this company, even in studying or investing at all. So I would encourage you guys, right? Whenever you are studying any companies, first thing always ensure, are you able to understand the business model or not? If you're not able to understand the business model, then it could be a challenge if you invest it, because if something goes wrong, you will never be able to relate where things have gone wrong and whether what decision should you take. Okay, should you hold the company, or should you reduce your position, or should you sell your position completely? So please keep that in mind. And if you guys like this video, please do hit like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and God bless you.